your book is about victims. I thought when I read this, there's a Boston law firm now and a nonprofit who have banded together to file a lawsuit on behalf of the people, the 50 Venezuelans in Martha's Vineyard. They were here 2 days, and they got a lawsuit. It says they've suffered economic, emotional, and constitutional harms. 2 days in the country.
It was off-peak season.
Right. Sometimes I had to play doubles when the courts were crowded. No, it's not been easy. But again, so I just thought maybe since your book is about victims, you would want to talk about what you think, how this relates.
Yeah, I mean, it pays to be a victim in this country, but it pays to turn other people into victims, too. I want to learn what cut of the profits those attorneys are going to get from their judgments against Ron DeSantis in their civil suit. At the end of the day, most immigrants do come to this country as underdogs. I mean, they come here to be scrappy. They want to use their own efforts and talents to rise to the top. But now you have someone show up and say, hey, you're a person of color. You've been exploited. And guess what? You could be entitled to damages, which I get a cut of. Victimhood becomes a currency. It's trading at a bubble, and people are just cashing in, using other people to cash in their chips when it's trading at a high. And that's how we've gone from being this nation of underdogs to this nation of victims, and even polluting people who come to this country as underdogs, turning them into thinking of themselves as victims. I think it's immoral.
Victimhood has also certainly become a political identity as well. I mean, Donald Trump's entire campaign was about victims and grievance.
Whiny little bitch.
Yeah, that's right.
He's the biggest whiny little bitch ever.
I can't say that on my show, but I'm glad you can do that here.
I've said it 1,000. I'm sorry, finish it.
No, but that is part of it. It is, things are unfair, things are rigged, things are stolen. This has been the mantra of him and a significant portion of the electorate now for 6 or 7 years. And it's accelerating now and bleeding into every facet of the political domain.
Yeah, and look, I've been a big critic of, my last book, whatever, woke victimhood, left-wing victimhood. I had a chapter in this book about black victimhood. They said, you can't write that because you're not black. I don't believe in that. If you're going to care about actually addressing problems, it's going to have to be through open debate, no matter the color of your skin. But the chapter right after was about the rise of white victimhood culture in response. And as someone who's maybe more right of center, I'm disappointed in the conservative victimhood complexes where we have the victimhood grievance Olympics, where you say, you're a victim, I'm a bigger victim. America loses in the end. There is no gold medalist in the victimhood Olympics. It's our country that loses. And I hope that both parties, and part of the reason I actually took the time to do that in this book is I hope that more people on the left do the same thing to left-wing victimhood as well. We don't need to point out the other tribe's problem. We each need to point out problems with our own tribe to revive the pursuit of excellence.
But
that's what I'd like to see.
Since